I'm here today at Tewcot, a beautiful garden down in Sussex, with National Garden Scheme members Sue and John. And due to the current lockdown situation, sadly they couldn't show their garden, so I'm here with Fabulous Flowers TV and they're going to show us all the delights of their beautiful garden. Hello Sue, hello John.
Hello.
Hello.
Lovely to be here.
Nice to meet you.
And how long have you been members of the National Garden Scheme?
On and off for 10 years.
That's a long time. Long time. And what first attracted you to it?
The first year we moved in here.
You were addicted to it?
We had a naked garden in January and I started planting in March and we opened in June.
So this garden, which is a pretty small garden, I mean, there's not a moment or an inch of it wasted. Everything is working very hard. There are no lazy plants here. You've chosen a beautiful selection of plants which are all performers.
Yes, I tried to get as much colour as possible.
Well, it's absolutely lovely. I just love the whole plethora. You've got espalier, cox apple trees. You've got a miniature pear there. And do you ever take time to actually sit back and relax and enjoy your garden?
Yes.
You do?
Oh yes.
Well, that's great.
Yes, with a glass of wine.
Absolutely. And when did you realise you were first interested in all things horticultural?
Well, always. I'm a farmer's daughter, farmer's granddaughter. So I was born and brought up on a farm.
Right.
My parents always had a garden, as did my grandparents as well.
So it's in the blood?
I think it's in the blood. And then not long after we were married, I suppose about 7 years after we were married, I started working in a garden centre.
Oh my goodness, what a dream.
Yes, well, yeah, no wages.
And were you always, sweet little cat meowing there, and were you always taking home the dead flowers and making them live again? That sort of thing?
Sort of.
Oh, that's wonderful. How amazing.
As well as other things that I couldn't pass over, I had to have.
No, that's what I love about this garden. As I said, every single little part of it is working incredibly hard. And I'm going to ask you quite a predictable question, and it's going to be a tricky one. Which is your favourite flower in the garden? Your favourite plant?
Oh, I don't really have one, because I love all plants.
It is a tricky one, isn't it? I mean,
It is.
a scented rose. I mean, I see you've got my good old favourite there, the Gertrude Jekyll, which is a star performer in my book. Do you ever chop those and pop them inside in a little vase?
I don't cut any of my flowers for the house.
You don't?
No. I like to see them where they are.
So, John, you just buy her flowers then?
We buy flowers, yes. We usually have flowers in the. I don't know what they have at the moment, but
No, it's too hot in the house.
bad time of the year, isn't it? But all through the year we have flowers in the house. Somewhere in the house.
Lovely. And why not? Absolutely.
Yeah.
And how would you describe your gardening style, Sue?
Cottage.
Lovely.
Confused mess.
Love that. And so obviously you like a bit of self-seeding and things popping up
Yes,
unexpectedly.
and they do. I mean, I have never planted antirrhinums. And I'm
Okay.
inundated with antirrhinums.
Isn't that funny?
But presumably it's the birds, I don't know.
Oh yes, in the droppings I suppose.
Yes.
And I'm going to ask you, picking garden or vegetable garden? I know what your answer is going to be.
Vegetables.
Oh really? I thought you'd say picking garden with all your beautiful
Well, no,
flowers.
because I don't pick in the garden. I love to see it as it is,
Yeah.
and I love my vegetable garden because you can get products you can take into the kitchen and enjoy.
And have you got your eye on any particular plant you'd like, or tree that you'd like to pop in the garden? A little space that's crying out for a particular tree or plant.
Mm-hmm.
What's that?
A peach tree.
Ooh, a peach tree. How
An
wonderful!
espaliered peach tree.
Oh, that's so lovely.
Yes.
And espalier is that where it's decorative and it grows along.
Yes,
a
along
fence.
wires, up central column, and then it grows out along wires.
Wonderful. Peaches, delicious, roasted. I love a roasted peach. It's very nice.
Like a peach.
And who? I know this is another one of these questions. Who are your gardening heroes? Who would you say?
I don't really have one.
You don't?
No.
Yes, have several you're not that keen on.
There's quite a few I'm not keen on.
We won't name
Go
names.
into that though.
I quite like Titchmarsh
Alan. Oh yes.
because he's fun. He doesn't preach.
Lovely. Well, you're a bit of a heroine yourself, Sue. I think that's the answer to that question. And what flower do you think every garden should have?
A rose.
Well, I can see that you've got such a lovely selection here. They're absolutely beautiful.
Definitely a rose. because
Lovely, lovely.
They're value for money.
Now that I can see a really lovely peachy coloured one, which is double and delicious and just the perfect picking flower if you are into picking roses. What's that one called?
Joie de vie.
Oh, lovely, 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 lovely. And, oh, well, it's been so lovely to sit here in your beautiful garden under your lovely gazebo. And thank you so much for joining us.
That's okay.
It's been really, really
Thank
super.
you.
For more fabulous flowery films, subscribe to our YouTube channel by clicking here.